And I didn't even feel the COVID effect because my mind was elsewhere. I didn't want to be around people. So the curfew, and I didn't have work. So where was I going? We have 3 days to go. Um, Today we went to promote the show somewhere. One of the things that I've, I've I have enjoyed doing, especially after having conversation with a friend of mine. The reason I'm not saying their name is because I don't think they want me to say their name here. But they said, reminded me it's good to go to spaces where people might not necessarily know who you are. Because if you're always going to the same pool, eventually, um, eventually your growth will be stunted. So, imeenda hapo nimejiexpose. Another thing that this has done is that it has taken me back to the days I started spoken word or starting to look for jobs for acting. It's very humbling, very, very humbling. People know who you are, but once you ask them to go an extra mile of getting out of their the comforts of their phone or their home, to come and watch you do something, to spend their money to do something, then it's humbling because you realize how much work you need to do first to let the people know who you are, let them know what kind of music you're doing or what it is that you're offering. And then another thing about this show, it is so difficult to say, to describe it. Not because there are no words for it, but because we are so used to, or you're a musician, that's what you're doing. Or you're a spoken word artist, okay, that's what you're doing. Or you're an actor, that's what you're doing. Or you're an improv comedian, that's what you're doing. Or you're an MC, oh, that's what you're doing. But I'm doing all of those things in this show. So, so what do you say? Do you say it's a musical concert? It's a show. What do you say? How do you call it? Call it Njora or Manjaro. Any concert ya Manjaro. Manjaro, for those who, Njaro is a style or thing. Njaro za kuiba, styles of stealing. Njaro za kuimba, styles of singing. Styles of, a way of doing. Njaro, a way. So Njora wa Manjaro, that's the name of the show, or of the genre. It's a show like no other. Anyway, 3 days, damn. So we only have Tuesday, we have Wednesday, and we have Thursday. The countdown has begun. I'm starting to feel it. But you know what? We're here and we want to be present in every single moment, including now. Including now. This show, I talk about moments where, or times where things weren't working out. I moved back to my parents. I thank God for my parents. They have saved me so many times. I moved back to my parents, and because I needed to. And the reason I needed to is because I couldn't be spending this amount of money when I can be redirecting it this way, when this way was more important. But then I'm there, 30-year-old person moving back to my parents. It just shows that haujajipanga, or at least that's the thing that was going on in my head. That Njora hujajipanga na ndio maana you're where you are. So it was difficult. It wasn't the easiest things to do. Then at the same time, I was going through a heartbreak. I was breaking up with my girlfriend, and that was also just, it was a lot. And I went through such a deep depression that 2021 will later on to become even worse. And I didn't even feel the COVID effect because my mind was elsewhere. I didn't want to be around people. So the curfew, and I also didn't have work. So where was I going? You know, so I'd drink, I'd just drink. That's what I was doing. I was just drinking. I drank. And there's nothing wrong with drinking, but then it's the fact that you're trying to drown something that can't be drowned. Yeah, you're trying to, that big balloon, that big ball, that orange one, you try to put it down. As much as you try to put it down, the minute you just slip up, it's back up there, and then you have to swim all the way up again and try again and try again and try again. One of the things that helped me to get through that was writing. And so I wrote a lot of songs. I think I wrote 70 songs between 2020 and 2021. I think I wrote 70 songs. By the end of 2021, I think I'd written 100 songs. Or 2022, I think I'd written 100 songs. And I'd written poems and just different things. It was my way of releasing, my way of coping. At least that was one healthy way I was doing it. And this music can easily disappear. So one of the things that I decided to do is to let me put it in an album. Let me start releasing singles. That decision didn't come easy because I tried it here, I tried it there. Even before 2020, I tried with this producer, I tried with this, but there was nothing that was really clicking until that period when I reconnected with old friends, reconnected with Riga, and then also learned that you can buy a beat. So I bought a beat, and from there, then the rest can be told another time. It's still history. And here we are now, a few songs and an album later. A show that now we're doing a rerun, and the hope of doing more. And looking back and just saying, now I moved out. It's almost a year now. I've been in my own place. I'm still able to, take care of the responsibilities that I had, probably even better. I'm a better man, and I'm grateful for that younger Njora back then who could not see a future, but still hung in there, regardless of everything that was thrown at him or everything that he created, because we also take responsibility for our own mess, but also for the things, the external things, everything. He still took a step forward, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I am. I'm grateful. I mean, look, sometimes I wonder, I even pinch myself, like, is this me? Am I actually in this house? And life has turned out to be so interesting. And it's not to say that I don't have things that I'm struggling with. They just have, they are not, they cannot compare to the things that I'm grateful for. And you'd think that I'm grateful for, okay, now I have a place, and or that, like, that's the big thing. No, it's not. Just now I was going through, I'm grateful for my friends, and I was naming them one after the other. I almost started tearing up, but sisi majamaa tunafikanga mahali tunasema okay, relax. So I relaxed. I didn't start crying, but I was just saying, I'm grateful for this person. I'm grateful for this person, and I am grateful. I'm grateful for that, for all, for my friends, for my friends. I'm grateful, and I was naming them, people who I can lean on, um, and who also lean on me. Um, the older I get, the more I see the importance of community. Um, yeah.